The first sign had been subtle, a slight deviation in the orbital patterns of Jupiter's moons, detected by Dr. Yuki Tanaka's Gravitational Wave Observatory in Tokyo. She had sent 17 reports to the Zephyrian Colonial Authority, each more urgent than the last. Each one was filed away without response. The second sign came 3 months later when the Deep Space Monitoring Station on Europa went dark. Commander Voss of the Zephyrian Defense Fleet received Tanaka's emergency transmission personally. His response was brief: technical malfunction. Continue mining operations. The third sign was impossible to ignore: the complete disappearance of mining station Omega-7 and its crew of 2,000. This time, Dr. Tanaka didn't bother with official channels. She transmitted directly to the Zephyrian High Council on their homeworld, 47 light-years away. The reply came 6 hours later, translated from their clicking, chittering language. Human paranoia noted. Productivity quotas must be maintained. No resources will be allocated to investigate minor equipment failures. That was their final mistake. Dr. Tanaka stood in the observation deck of Fortress Luna, humanity's hidden military installation built into the moon's far side. For 50 years, while serving as seemingly compliant subjects of the Zephyrian Empire, humans had been preparing for this moment. Every mining ship sent to the asteroid belt, every scientific expedition to the outer planets, every trade mission to neutral worlds, all had carried components for humanity's secret project. Project Lazarus is online, announced General Harrison, his weathered face illuminated by the tactical displays. All nodes report ready status. Tanaka watched the holographic representation of the solar system rotate slowly before them. Red dots marked Zephyrian military installations, blue dots showed their mining operations, and yellow indicated their administrative centers. Surrounding them all, like an invisible web, were the green dots of humanity's Lazarus network. They had every opportunity to listen, Tanaka said quietly. We warned them about the anomalies, the disappearances, the signs that something was hunting in the outer system. They called it human paranoia. The Zephyrians had conquered Earth not through superior firepower, but through economic dependency. They had arrived as traders, offering advanced technology in exchange for rare elements and human labor. By the time humanity realized they were becoming slaves, Zephyrian administrative centers controlled every major city. Their mining operations stripped Earth's resources, and their defense fleets patrolled the skies. But the Zephyrians had made a critical error in their assessment of human nature. They had assumed that a species would remain compliant once subjugated. They had never encountered a race that could smile while sharpening knives in the dark. Incoming transmission from Governor Scrixtal, reported Lieutenant Chun. From the communications station, the hologram of the insectoid Zephyrian leader materialized, his compound eyes glittering with authority. Dr. Tanaka, your presence is required at Mining Station Alpha 12. Productivity has decreased by 2.3% this quarter. Tanaka smiled coldly. I'm afraid that won't be possible, Governor. You see, we've discovered what was causing those anomalies you dismissed. Scrixtal's mandibles clicked impatiently. Human superstitions are not my concern. Report to your assigned station immediately. The anomalies weren't technical malfunctions, Tanaka continued, ignoring his command. They were the Devourers, an ancient machine intelligence that hibernates in dark matter streams between star systems. Our expansion into the outer planets woke them up. Ridiculous, Scrixtal chittered. Resume your duties immediately or face disciplinary action. Tanaka nodded to General Harrison. Show him. The main display shifted to show real-time feeds from the outer system. Massive geometric shapes moved through space, kilometer-long structures of impossible angles and surfaces that seemed to absorb light itself. They were systematically dismantling every artificial construct they encountered, converting matter into energy with terrifying efficiency. By our calculations, Tanaka said, watching Scrixtal's compound eyes widen in horror, they'll reach your main fleet in approximately 6 hours, your homeworld's orbital shipyards in 18 hours, Zephyr Prime itself in 36 hours. This is impossible, Scrixtal stammered. Our defensive systems. are designed to fight conventional threats, General Harrison interrupted. The Devourers aren't conventional. They're older than most star systems, and they've consumed civilizations far more advanced than yours. Skriksdal's image flickered as emergency signals began streaming through his command center. You must help us. Your species has experience with these creatures. Help you? Tanaka's voice turned ice-cold. The way you helped when we reported the first disappearances? The way you listened when we warned about the gravitational anomalies? We made an error in judgment. You made the error of believing humanity would remain helpless forever. Harrison cut him off. While you were busy extracting tribute from Earth, we were building the Lazarus Network. The tactical display updated to show the true scope of humanity's preparation. Hidden installations throughout the solar system powered to life, revealing a defensive grid that had been under construction for decades. Quantum resonance weapons, gravity well generators, and most impressively, a fleet of ships built using reverse-engineered Devourer technology. We've been studying the Devourers for 30 years, Tanaka explained. Every disappearance you ignored gave us more data. Every mining station they consumed provided samples of their technology. We learned to build ships they can't detect, weapons they can't adapt to, defenses they can't breach. Skriksdal's transmission was breaking up as Devourer influence disrupted Zephyrian communications networks. Please, our civilians, our children, your children. Harrison's laugh was bitter. What about the human children who died in your mining accidents? The families separated by your labor quotas? The generations born into slavery? We can negotiate. The time for negotiation ended when you ignored our warnings, Tanaka said firmly. The Devourers are your problem now. Humanity will survive as we always have. The question is whether the Zephyrian Empire will join the list of civilizations that learned too late to listen. The transmission cut to static as the first Devourer constructs reached Zephyrian fleet positions. From their lunar fortress, humanity watched their former oppressors face the consequences of their arrogance. Dr. Tanaka had tried to save everyone, human and Zephyrian alike. She had detected the threat, issued the warnings, and provided the data needed to mount a defense. But the Zephyrians had ignored every sign, dismissed every alarm, and called human concern paranoia. Now, as their empire crumbled before an ancient hunger they couldn't comprehend, humanity's vengeance wasn't delivered through weapons or warfare. It was delivered through the simple act of watching their oppressors face the very threat they had been warned about, and choosing not to help. The signs had been there all along. The Zephyrians had simply chosen not to see them.